Hi guys, so this is a video on, I guess we'd call it a combination of the 5-figure summary as well as interquartile range. So the 5-figure summary, or the 5-number summary, depending on where I guess which textbook you're reading, it's just the minimum, the maximum, the mean, the mode, the range, and the median. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, that's 6. So min, max, mean, mode, median. The range I don't think is part of the 5-number summary. It doesn't really matter. Point is, if you're asked to find the 5-number summary, you want the min, max, mean, mode, and median. So we've talked previously about finding all of these values. So let's just go through it really quickly for this example. So the minimum is the smallest number, which in this case is 0. The maximum is the largest, in this case is 6. The mean, to get the mean, we add all the numbers together and divide it by the number of data points. So I've done this beforehand just to save us some time. So I added 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, 6. Divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we get 3.1. Okay, so the mode is the most common number, the most frequently occurring data point. In this case is 5, because 5 occurs 3 times, which is more than any other type of data point. The range is just the minimum, the maximum take away the minimum. So remember that the range is just, I guess it's the area in which all the data points lie. Okay, so from 0 to 6, which is 6. And then the median is just the middle number. So remember, we count the number of data points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, divided by 2, which is 5.5, rounded up to 6, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our median is 3. And we can check that if there are the same amount of numbers on either side. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, so we know the median is correct. So, the quartiles. So a quartile is just a quarter of the data. And they're very, very useful in higher level statistics. So if we think about the quartiles as being quarters of the data, 2 quarters of the data is just a half. So the median, which is halfway through the data, is actually the second quartile, Q2. Okay, so another word for median is Q2. So if you see Q2 in statistics, it probably means you're talking about median. So remember, we got that by getting the halfway point, which is here. So to get Q1 and 3, what we need to do, we need to find the median between each end of the data and Q2. Okay? So we need to go from here and here, and here and here. So we need to find 2 halfway points. So the halfway point between there and here, the minimum and the median, well, we can just do the exact same method that we did for finding the median. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, just double checking. So if we've got 6 data points, we divide that by 2, we get 3. Okay, but because it's an even number, we actually have 2 medians. So we've got 2 on this side and 2 on this side. And if we've got 2 medians, we just find the average. So the average between 1 and 2, we just add 1 and 2 together, which is 3, divided by 2, which is 1.5. I'm just going to circle those there. So Q1 is 1.5. Okay, so again, to find Q1, you just go from the median and the minimum value, and you just find the halfway point. And because it's an even number, we have to add the 2 numbers which are the median together and find the average. So to get Q3, we do the exact same thing, but on the other side. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we go 6 divided by 2 is 3. But because it's an even number, we've actually got 2 medians, which is 5 and 5. And the average between 5 and 5 is 5, because 5 plus 5 divided by 2 is just 5. Okay? So Q1, Q2, and Q3. Now, these are really, really useful data to have, because you need to find something called the interquartile range. I'm just going to write that down. Interquartile range. And the interquartile range is really, really important to do with something that I'm going to get into in my next video. But for now, the interquartile range is just the difference between Q3 and Q1. So it's Q3 take away Q1. Okay? So in this case, it's going to be 5 take 1.5, which is 3.5. So IQR, which stands for interquartile range, equals 3.5. Okay, so that's the difference between Q3 and Q1. So let's move on. Here's another example that I've done beforehand. So we've got our minimum, the smallest number, which is minus 5. We've got our maximum, the largest number, which is 3. We've got the range, which is 3 take away negative 5. So taking away a negative becomes a positive, which makes it 3 plus 5, so we get 8. And then the mean, again, I calculated this all beforehand. We add them all up, divided by the number of data points, we get 0.53. The mode, the most frequently occurring number, is 3, because there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, that was the mode. And then the median, again, we just get the middlemost numbers. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And divided by 2, which is 7.5. Rounded up, we get 8. So we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get our median of 1. And then again, we double check it by just making sure that there's the same amount of numbers on both sides. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the other. So we are all Gucci. Okay? So remember, to get Q1, we need to find the median between the actual median and the minimum. So we go, okay, well, how many data points are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4, so we go to 4, which is here. And because there's an even number, we have our other one, which is here, 5, so it's 4 and 5. And we need to find the average between these two values. So 0 plus 0 divided by 2 is 0, so Q1 is 0. And we can just double check that. 1, 2, 3 on that side, 1, 2, 3 on the other, so we're good. Boom. So Q2, well, we already know Q2 because it's the same as the median, which is 1. And then Q3, well, we just do the exact same thing as we did for Q1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get 4 and 5, which is 2 and 3. The average between 2 and 3 is 2.5. So there's our Q3. And then we get our interquartile range, which, as we remember, is just Q3 minus Q1, which in this case is 2.5 minus 0, which equals 2.5. Okay? And I do have another example here, but I think I'm going to carry it over to the next video, because I think this one's gone on for long enough. Alright, cheers.